It can sometimes be really hard to ask for help. As an elementary music teacher, I see this all the time with my students. Right now, I am teaching keyboards, and if my students don't ask for help, it only gets harder for them. This leads to frustration and feeling overwhelmed as the music gets a little more difficult with each song they learn. I am trying to teach this skill of asking for help early so they know it's okay to ask for help. And asking for help, especially in an academic setting, is a part of the learning process. In John 5, Jesus meets a man who's been paralyzed for 38 years. Now, can you imagine that for a minute? I'm not even 38 years old, so I have a really hard time with that. But Jesus sees him lying at the pool and learns that he has been in this condition for a long time. Jesus asks, "Do you want to get well?" I think there could be a few different ways we could interpret the tone behind this question. On one hand, we could read it with a sarcastic tone from Jesus. This pool was said to be stirred by an angel of the Lord and would bring healing to the first person in the water. So God puts this healing pool right there, so close to the paralyzed man, and he isn't healed after 38 years. Do you even want to get well? That's kind of the connotation for that. But in verse 7, the man replies, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. When I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." The man blames his lack of help from others and being late to the pool as reasons for why he isn't healed. But we know that God isn't sarcastic in asking us what we desire. We can read this question as Jesus genuinely wanting to know whether or not the man wants to get well. Jesus is prompting the man to ask for help, not from anyone nearby to get into the pool, but to ask Jesus for help. And because of this, Jesus bypasses the healing water altogether. In verse 8, Jesus says, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." The man is healed after 38 years of paralyzation. Now, this parable breaks down so easy for followers of Jesus. All we need to do is ask the Lord for help, and it's never too late to ask for help. Asking for help is okay to do. Is there an area of your life where you need to ask Jesus for help in?